Regulation in life sciences, as it is in banking, is incredibly important. And what we're finding is there's an amazing tension that's starting to occur with the departments that are traditionally in the area of regulation, so quality assurance and auditors, and their ability to really understand what's safe and what's not in the way that IT goes about doing transformation type and innovation-based activity. I think what the IT department is having to do is, first of all, understand regulation to a much deeper and greater extent than it has done before. I'm not saying that it didn't have a good sense of it, but to much more detail and depth, to then work in a much more collaborative and partnership way with the regulators and with the quality assurance departments and the points of expertise around regulation in our business. And the important thing is how many lenses you actually put on your business. And when it comes to regulation, it's understanding what needs to be regulated, what needs to go through certain rigors, and appropriately so, especially in life sciences when you're talking about people's lives and the safety, of people that may well be on a drug trial. But knowing what's important to regulate, what that is, and being able to divide that from stuff that isn't, so that you can share that lens with the business, and you can give them confidence that, yeah, we are, in this area, we are putting appropriate control, we're working through appropriate software delivery life cycle based activity that meets regulatory needs where it needs to, and more importantly, where it doesn't, and divide the portfolio and the transformation activity up into those perspectives. One of the things that we've been working very closely with our organization is, and within our industry, is the topic of continuous regulation. And if we start to try and marry agile development with a regulatory authority that it's just waterfall in nature, right? It loves to be able to know what you're designing up front and then test it afterwards. And agile and waterfall in context of regulation just beat each other up. And so working on a topic of continuous regulation, of actually partnering with regulation as you're going through the agile life cycle is incredibly important, especially because, hey, we don't just want to bring to market technology solutions that are supporting our life sciences business in the lesser regulated space, maybe in some of the more corporate areas. But it's important and incredibly essential for our business to be able to bring to market technology solutions at a faster, more transformational pace in the regulated space. At the clinical research associate level, we have not got enough people in our industry to conduct the studies that our sponsors and clients require. And we are at a moment of incredible competition between clinical research organizations for that rare resource commodity. And so the business and IT, the technology and business operations teams are having to come together to go, hey, hang on a minute, technology needs to help us solve a problem that we have in our industry. Now, PRA actually does a great job of retaining its clinical research associates. We have one of the lower attrition rates within the industry, but I'm probably going to get the quote slightly wrong, but we have an attrition of around about 25% of very well-educated clinical research associates, people hopping between businesses, and it's obviously very good for them. But in terms of the demand for the productivity of our business, it's an incredible business challenge for us to solve. And that event has been a real trigger, I believe, within our specific business to have to come up with something that allows us to do more with less.